Hello, my name is Halley Weitzman, and this is my final project presentation for data analysis. My research question that I asked was, is there a difference in the amount of women and men that are in the amount that women and men are paid working in government jobs in 2014 for Montgomery County, Maryland? Some things that I took into account was that I ignored differences in positions held by men and women, as in how many men versus women are in higher paying jobs or lower paying jobs. And then I also ignored, and then I looked at the annual salary that the employees are paid versus the gross pay that they received for the year. However, I did not look at overtime pay. So again, from the data, I have female/male gross pay, which is a numerical attribute, female and male annual pay, which is also a numerical attribute, and then I also have gender information for each entry, which is a binary attribute, which is just M or F. And then all entries without any pay information or gender information were ignored. So my strategy to do this was I was going to use a t-test to compare the average salaries of men and women in a public data set available at this URL. So my first step was to import all the data from the URL that I just showed. Then I would filter on female or male by running the following commands, and then find the means of these values by just using the mean command. And then I will go through these steps on RStudio. So I have RStudio open here. I'm going to load the data and then calculate female gross pay by filtering on F and collecting the female gross and the gross pay column, and then I'll do the same for male by filtering on M for the gross pay column. And then I just chose to calculate those averages to do some comparisons on my own, which I'd like to show. So that's the average for female gross pay, and this is the average for male gross pay. So you can already kind of see that there's a wage gap here, but then also I will run the t-test, and these are the results from the t-test. So then going back to the presentation, so when doing my own analysis for female annual salary, I got that the average annual salary for females was some number, but then I calculated the ratio, so females were paid 94% of what males were paid for 2014, and then for the gross averages, females were paid 83% of what males were paid in the same year. And then here's the t-test information for when I ran it with annual salaries. So from a naive evaluation of the wage gap in Montgomery County, Maryland, for government employees working in 2014, there is an apparent wage gap between female and male employees. If you have any questions, please forward them to halley.weitzman@gmail.com. Thank you.